please take a seat. And please bring your hands, toes, nose, anything that grows inside the boat. Those of you on the very front of the boat, we're about to sound a loud horn. Might want to cover your ears, cover your ears.
Everybody, on behalf of Captain Jason and myself, we'd like to welcome you aboard the Sea Streamer. You guys ready to have some fun? Alright, that's what we love to hear. Alright, a little bit about our boat. We're a custom-made speedboat. We're Clearwater's largest speedboat. We're 73 feet long, we're 19 feet wide, and we have a 5-foot draft, which means we travel 5 feet underneath the water. We're powered by twin Detroit diesel engines. They're MTU 60s. Each of those engines has 800 horsepower. You're going to get to hear those engines come screaming to life here in just a couple of minutes. Again, folks, I do have cold drinks available on board. I've got water for $1. I've got Coke, Diet Coke, and Sprite for $2. And I know it's 10 a.m., but I have Bud Light, Bigelow Ultra, and some flavored seltzers for $3. A nice ice cold can of beer at 10 a.m. Keeping in mind, the more beer that you drink, the more dolphins you will see. Alright guys, we're going to be picking up speed here shortly. Now's a good time to secure all of your belongings, your hats, your cell phones, your sunglasses. Sit back, relax, enjoy the cool breeze, and if you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Two-go wake zones we have to go through. Guess I'm going to slow us down for the next 2 to 3 minutes. As we're slowed down here, folks, if I could draw your attention out the left-hand side of the boat. If you look past the marina and over the bridge, you'll see the large tan building with an orange roof and a cross on top. That is the Fort Harrison Hotel. It's one of the first luxury hotels in downtown Clearwater. Built back in the early 1930s, it has housed such guests as Marilyn Monroe, Joe DiMaggio, even the Rolling Stones stayed there during their first North American tour. Now back in 1975, the Church of Scientology purchased that building. It now serves as our East Coast World Headquarters.
Alrighty folks, we're going to back it down, do some more sightseeing on the left-hand side of the boat. The area over there is the town of Bel Air. It's kind of like the high-end portion of Clearwater. If you look at the 3-story white house with the spiral staircases in the back, about 11 years ago, Elvis's daughter, Lisa Marie Presley, purchased that home. She's very active in the Church of Scientology, and we can usually tell when she's in town. A couple jet skis will appear behind the house. Now 2 homes over to the right, the large brown house with the chimneys and the boathouse. That is the Roebling estate. It's one of the oldest homes on the bay. Mr. Roebling was a steel tycoon back in the early 1900s. He helped design and build the Brooklyn Bridge, and that house is made up of leftover materials from the Brooklyn Bridge. Now one house over to the right with a long white seawall, the bell tower. That is the largest privately owned home in all of Pinellas County. Main house measures 23,000 square feet, has 55 rooms, 2 separate guest houses, 2 in-ground swimming pools, a tennis court, a basketball court, its own marina, and a 13-car air-conditioned garage. That house sold a couple years ago for $11.8 million. Just recently went back on the market for a very reasonable $19.7 million. Property taxes on that house each year are $150,000. Alright folks, we're going to turn to the west, heading out to the Gulf, searching for those dolphins.
More time for the second no-wave zone. This one's going to slow us down for 5 or 6 minutes as we head out into the Sand Key Bridge and out to the Gulf of Mexico. Now's another good time to get up and stretch your legs and get a nice cold drink if you like. We had to leave Clearwater, city of Clearwater, to find them, but we found them. Here we go, guys, right off the left beam, coming straight at us. And these dolphins will come up every 1 or 2 minutes to take a breath. These dolphins can stay down as long as 20 minutes if they need to or want to. You go right off the left beam again. Go right off the back of the boat as well, guys, not too far, 15 yards or so. When mature, these dolphins can reach lengths of 5 to 7 feet and weigh as much as 350 to 500 pounds. There we go. Yeah, they're definitely doing a little fishing over here, guys. You see that knuckle in the water right off our left side. When mature, these dolphins will need to eat right off the front of the boat as well at about our 10 o'clock position, guys, when this popped up. These dolphins will have to eat nearly 25 pounds of fish each and every day. Their diet consists mainly of fish and squid, but they will eat the occasional crustacean. These dolphins are extremely efficient hunters as well. They use their sense of echolocation to track down their prey. They'll use a series of clicks and whistles. Sounds will travel through the water and bounce off that prey at them. And then back to the jaw of the dolphin, basically painting a 3D picture. Right behind us, guys. Basically painting a 3D picture of how far away that prey item is and which direction it's headed. And again, you have to be pretty efficient if you're hunting down your own food, 25 pounds worth each and every day. Right off the front of the boat as well, you can see that knuckle in the water there. So they're spread out again, doing a little heavy feeding here. They change directions quickly like that. We call that milling about. Gonna go right off. Again, you see as that dolphin's tail fluke came completely out of the water. That dolphin's doing a little bit of a deep dive down to the bottom, looking for bait fish. Some other breakfast foods. Again, right off our left side again, about our 7 o'clock position. There he goes, yeah, moving pretty quick, and more than likely chasing a bait fish. These dolphins are extremely territorial animals as well. They'll stay in about the same 10 to 15 mile radius most of their lives. But just like us, every once in a while they feel like taking a vacation. We know that because the scientists that track them have tracked them as far as 100 or even 200 miles away, as far south as the Florida Keys. Again, right off our left side, and also at about again our 10 or 11 o'clock position. So those dolphins will head down to the Keys. They'll spend a month or two down there, making some new dolphin friends. But eventually, they will make their way back to the greater Clearwater area. We know these are pretty much the same dolphin we see every day, because those same scientists that track them take thousands of individual photos of their dorsal fins. When these dolphins surface close to the boat, you'll notice the demarcations, notches, and grooves in those dorsal fins. No two dorsal fins are alike. We're going to braid out in front of us, guys, again at about our 11 o'clock position. Alright guys, what we're going to do is we're going to try to get you a dolphin show. So what I need is for everybody on the front of the boat, come to the back of the boat. Come to the back of the boat or the sides of the boat. That'll give you a really good sight line. If these dolphins want to play with us today, that's where they're going to be. Alright guys, here we go. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to keep your eyes on them. up, what we're doing was a little recreational activity called body surfing. So we don't train them to do it. We don't need them to do it. So you might say they do it on purpose. Holy mackerel, I'm floundering here. Alright guys, well these are federally protected animals, so while we're happy to give you a show today, we're going to let them go about their business. Sit back, enjoy shortcut pass. What you're seeing on the left side of the boat is the southernmost point of Clearwater Beach. You'll see all these 3-story and 9-story condos and that one standalone home right on the sand. Well, this southern point used to be completely covered with single-family homes a few decades ago. Some developers came in and bought up all that property with the exception of this one house, this one little gray house over here. That woman refused to sell. Those developers argued back and forth with her for the course of 2 or 3 years to the point where they even cut her power and cut off her water. But she got the last laugh. She went and got a 100-year deed on that property. That house is going to be there for quite some time. But she's long since passed, but that house is still in her family. They use that as a rental property now. So if you're ever looking to upgrade your accommodations the next time you visit Clearwater Beach, check it out on Verbo. All you need is 30 days of vacation, which is a 30-day minimum to stay there, and it's $19,000 a month.
welcome you back to the Clearwater Marina. At this time we are going to start our docking procedure, so I need everyone to please take a seat. And please remain seated until we have the boat tied up and the ramps to the side of the boat and I give you the okay to exit. On behalf of Scott and I, we'd like to thank you guys for coming out with us today. Hope you come back and see us again. Just a friendly reminder there, folks, our crew does work for tips. If you feel a tip or gratuity is appropriate, we would like to thank you in advance. Tip containers are at the top of the staircase as you exit the boat. Once again, folks, thanks for coming out with us today. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the day on the beach.